Alright, hello, how are you doing? I'm doing, so. Yippee. Dealing with it for a long time. Hopefully this will fix it. I know I don't need a enlarger or anything like that. I can do it in software, but this kind of freaks me out when I look at the screen part and not what I should be looking at is the camera part. Yeah, this right here, I'm out of work for 2 or 3 weeks. I go back to work, slightly lessening of restrictions back at work. Knowing my supervisor, I'll be on low restrictions the whole time I'm back. At least until I get taken off of this right here, or off of restrictions. But he's still got moving around. He knows I like moving around in the building. So come time for Christmas time, I'll be wrapping gifts. I might see your gift. What are you planning on buying? Let me know right now. If I know you, I'll just hand it to you. I can't do that. I can't do that at all. Come on, man. Okay, I just have a couple things today, and I think I might just make them 2 short videos, where in one doing this and then doing another. You know what I mean? Number 1, Dallas cops that got shot and killed. Some were killed. There's no reason whatsoever for that. I'm going to do kind of a reverse. Usually I'll focus on bad and switch to good, kind of end up on an even note. I'm going to do good on both ends. One of the goods for it, if you call it a good, which really it isn't because people died, but one of the quote unquote goods for it is that it brought more attention to BLM, brought more people talking out both sides of that on that line. Police and citizens, the people that are supposed to protect and serve, brought more people talking into that, brought them more into the fold. So hopefully, out of tragedy, something good can happen. And that's basically both parts right there. The first bad, first good. Let's hop right into the bad again. Shooting at the cops otherwise had no meaning whatsoever. Doesn't really help out in the end, if you know what I mean. It's it did have the positive of bringing groups together, bringing both sides together and talking, and hopefully, although Dallas was not too bad of a city for this as far as what I've read and what I've seen on real news and everything like that. The cops in Dallas that were at the protest were actually in with the protest to some degree. They were there to ensure the safety of not only the people protesting, but of course the businesses and everything else. You know, they got a job to do, so they got to do their job. So showing that sort of BS at that town, from what I know anyhow, in that city, and from what I've read, which mainstream news isn't really that hot. Newspaper seems to be okay a lot of times, but so everybody knows mainstream news isn't really that hot. Doesn't really go into much detail. Just quick glance. Okay, go to the next one. Go to the next one. Go to the next one. We gotta keep our ratings. We gotta keep our ratings. So go to the next one. By the way, bring up a lot of negatives. Is that what gets ratings? So people, they think tend to want to watch, and that's wrong. That's wrong. But something different on online news is that at least shows I watch won't do episode after episode after episode after they've got it's got a 2-hour show, and then for members it's got like an after show type deal. But the 2-hour shows, they tend to break up a lot into small chunks and then show those chunks also. So it's like you're not seeing one thing right after another, right after another, right after another. They'll talk about something and they'll analyze it. They'll talk it over with themselves, and that does a lot better job than mainstream media, which we gotta keep going, we gotta keep going, we gotta keep going. But even their 2 hour, 1 hour parts, it's not just random going on. They talk about stuff. They bring some meaning to it. They talk about both sides of the issue, and to that there seemed to be a lot more truthful, a lot more. Just get the feeling of them not trying to BS you. They're not out for dollars from advertisers. Their dollars come from us, we the members, and by that going to their advertising they get from the shows that everybody watches, including the chunks of the show. Just like with a lot of other people on YouTube, it's nothing new on that. Yeah, they got to pay their bills, but most of their bills are being paid by the members. So I'm going to go ahead and leave on that one.